everybody. Welcome to another episode of Three Nerds on a Sunday, where three nerdy friends talk about all things nerd, geek, and pop culture related. I am one third of Nerd Sunny, and the other two nerds that make up this round table of awesomeness is Manny and Frank. What's going on,
Hello.
guys?
Oh yeah,
How are we doing this fine day?
I think
Oh,
good.
we're doing we're doing
Yeah,
doing.
a lot of
We're doing
entertainment stuff. Everybody's all these companies trying to give us hope. They're like, don't give up. There's
I
fun
was
fun things
blindsided.
next year.
I was super blindsided at everything that was going on.
Yeah, man.
It was fun. Kind of getting in the Christmas spirit. I guess
Mhm.
we'll talk about it in my little nerd out. But I've been baking cookies, and I think I ran out of my Christmas movies that I want to watch. So
Bum
I
bum
don't know.
bum bum bum
But
bum 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 bum. I got the elf song stuck in my head.
oh,
The kids
I'm
like
like,
it. I never liked that movie, and then now I do.
really?
No, I never did. I
Oh
didn't think
man.
it was bad. I just wasn't like, oh my god, this is
yeah,
like the greatest Christmas thing ever made. But
I
now I really like it.
Yeah, I
uh,
don't know
what?
what's the best Christmas movie.
Oh, it's so
I
hard.
so the movie Elf is good, but the
Mm.
ending for whatever reason just falls flat for me. Um, I think leading up the beginning of the story, I think is better for me, but then at the end, just kind of falls flat. I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't understand the hype, or not the hype, but the love for it. I mean, it's a good movie, but I don't need to watch it every year. But that's a good thing about Christmas. We each have our movie that we have to like at least watch once a year till
Uh,
Yeah.
it comes.
I just
I
watch
think
a bunch of them now.
It's a Wonderful Life, and I saved that one for
Nice.
Christmas Eve. Um, Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve, so no one's around. I'm just watching it. Yeah, so I think that one's the one. But all the other ones, I think I kind of ran through them already. The Santa Claus, I watched that one twice because Violet, I guess, has never seen it, and
Woo.
then we watched something else, Home Alone again. Oh, I saw the one that you watched, the one with Russell Crowe.
The Christmas
Yes,
Chronicles.
yes.
Oh, what did you think?
I like that one. I like that one a lot. I don't think I'm watching part two, but I like this one. It was a little silly when the elves kind of came in. I was like, they're too animated. Um, but other than that, I like that. I like Russell Crowe. I
Yeah,
like Russell Crowe a lot. So,
it's very cool.
um, yeah.
So, if we don't
Russell
have anything else,
Crowe. Don't you mean
Kurt Russell. I'm
Kurt?
sorry. I always call him Russell Crowe. I did that
I
with
don't know why I
Violet.
was going with you,
With
going with it. I
Violet.
was like, yeah,
It's like
yeah, sure.
it's not Russell Crowe, and I thought of like, yeah, it's Russell Crowe. Oh my god, Sonny's pretty catchy.
Sonny just was just like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
It's just like, wait,
So
what? That,
okay, so I guess we'll just move along because that was super embarrassing. Um, I think with everything that kind of happened this weekend and a whole bunch of news, I think it's safe to say this is probably going to be a long episode, but we'll try not to do it too crazy. I think we should probably just lead off with our nerd outs first, and
sure.
then go into our news, and then we talk about Mando. What do you guys think?
sounds good to me.
So,
All
yeah,
right.
sure. Let's do it.
Well, you guys both bought Cyberpunk, right?
Yeah, sure did.
So I bought Cyberpunk. I'm just still waiting for it. I'm still on the fence because I got that game on sale. I got it for $45. I don't know if I want to just cancel that order and buy it for $17 extra for $60 on my PS5. So far, I haven't done it yet. I think you guys will be the ones that kind of push me over the edge. I'm almost on the kind of case where I want to wait until this game has the patch for next gen
Mm-hmm.
for PS5 and all that, because everything I've been reading. Because honestly, I don't think this is a game I'm going to play more than once, and I want the
Yeah.
first playthrough to be great. And in my head, I'm like, why don't I just wait for the patch? So I think that's a prelude to what you guys are going to talk about in your nerd outs. So I'll have one of you guys go first, hoping you guys are going to talk about Cyberpunk.
Sure.
Sonny, you can go. You probably played more than I have at this point.
I'll go first. So, before I get into Cyberpunk, really quick, I watched 2 more movies for the holiday month theme of a run for myself. I watched Last Christmas, the 2019 film with what was the main woman's name from Game of Thrones, the one with the dragon? Emelina Clark, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Clarke, yeah.
The movie is basically she's kind of spiraling out of control, just like a really selfish, driven person, just like bah humbug on holidays. Then she makes she meets a friend that's be able to turn her around, get her out of her depression-esque type of mindset, and she actually becomes a very happy, cheerful person again. There's a twist in it. Some people might go, "Wow, that's completely stupid," and I hate this movie. I thought it was like weird. Timeline is really awkward. They never really talk about it, but it's fine. So the movie overall, I actually did enjoy it. Again, it's a Chris movie. It's very cheesy and sappy, but I think the biggest thing that I liked about it was the fact that in these type of films, the character starts off kind of shitty person. They start doing good, and then they relapse, and they have to make up for all those things that they did again. And the happy ending.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Well, this doesn't do that. This actually, like you
I'll take
like,
that.
like once she starts to make that turn, she like gradually starts to continue getting. And at no point is it like, oh, let me go and just steal this car for no reason, and now I have to pay it back, and there's 10 minutes left, and now we have to be all sappy.
That's every
It's really
time.
good. Yeah. I really like the message, which I'm assuming this is what they were trying to go for, of helping other people inspires other people to be happy. Because when you're not selfish and you help others who have less than you, it spreads. People who are maybe jaded or very like whatever,
Hmm.
that will help be able to open up, especially around the Christmas time. Um, but you know what? Like I said, this is a good movie. I would say if you have HBO Max, it's on there. You can watch it now. If you want to rent it, then you rent on YouTube for like $15, $10, something like that.
What?
Um,
Rent it for $10?
yeah.
That's a lot.
Oh
Like,
God, no! That's probably like $6 you rent.
Man, you weren't kidding about the Hallmark movies, huh?
oh no, I'm not kidding.
So
But
this one breaks
overall,
the formula. Pretty good.
yes. I mean, yeah, because again, it could have been very average in the way they played out, but this was good. There's a lot of touchy moments in there, stuff that's like, oh, that's nice. Um,
Well, that's always good.
and again, I'm very not an emotional person, but I am very empathetic when it comes to certain things, like when it comes to family and like kind of stuff, and that plays on my emotion here. It got me a little bit. I was like, oh, Christmas time, yes.
That's what it's supposed to do. That's good.
Yeah, I mean it's a good holiday movie. I would definitely have no problem putting this on every time that it's this time of year. Just kind of pop it on and watch it, like in a marathon with some hot cocoa and some cookies, just kicking back. This is a good one.
This is a movie where the title says a lot. I didn't watch it, but someone told me what happens in it, and so yeah,
Yeah, so
the title
Oh,
the title
kinda-
tells you a lot. So
yeah, try not to read anything about it. Just go ahead and watch it. See what you think.
I think if you even look into it, I don't think you'll get it because I didn't get it until
Oh,
someone pointed out. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, it is cool. It works. It does everything it's supposed to. I give it a
Yeah.
recommendation. I won't do my normal ratings thing because
Why?
It's Christmas time. Be happy. Watch things. Be happy and smile. I would say watch it. It's good. It's a recommendation on my part. The second one I saw was I'm bad with titles. I think Happy Holidays or Happy Seasons. The Christian Stewart movie on
On
Hulu.
Hulu?
Yes. Um, good movie. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm.
good, not great. I did like the last 20 minutes. So to sum up the movie real quick, Kristen Stewart is a gay woman who is in a relationship, and her significant other says, "Hey, come back to my house for Christmas with me." Oh yeah, one thing, I'm not out. They don't know about you. Let's have a good time. And little stuff ensues. It's not like a slapstick, very over the top kind of movie. They have some scenes in there. It's kind of ridiculous out of nowhere.
Is this the Netflix one?
No,
No,
Hulu.
Oh,
no.
Hulu.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to stigmatize this movie as like a gay movie or like a pride movie, because like it is a straight holiday movie, but the themes that are definitely dealt with in it is coming to terms with yourself and um understanding what you want out of life and learning how to be authentic to yourself. And I think they handle the situation of her not coming out to her family pretty well, especially towards the end. There's a nice speech by I forgot his name. I'm calling him David from Schitt's Creek. He started
Oh,
off he started off as a character that I thought I wasn't gonna like because he was annoying like in the first 2 minutes, but he ended up turning out to be a really good character. And their speech he gives is like that's actually really cool. That's a very nice way of putting it. I don't know if he wrote that himself because he's pretty good at that kind of stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, again, it plays at heartstrings, especially towards the end with family and all that kind of stuff. Again, this has probably more than the last film, a very cliche holiday film tropes from A to B, but the stuff that makes it stick out are dealing with those issues and coming to terms with that kind of stuff. I personally think it was handled pretty well. I thought the writing was pretty solid. Um, Again, you have those stereotypical characters: the uptight sister, the neurotic mother who's bad with technology. Sometimes she walks around with a tablet taking pictures, like every person over the age of like 45. Uh,
Yeah.
you got the dad's very stoic head of household. So again, it's a very typical average film, but those elements really help make it stand out, and I think actually make it a little bit better than normal. Um, it is a very good. Yeah, again, even with that, like the cast is, I think, outstanding. I think they cast everyone well. I'm a huge fan of Dodgery Plaza because of her very deadpan sense of humor and very it's just, I mean, she just can't tell.
She
Um,
is kind of funny. Yeah.
she was actually really good in this. I would say it's a little more than a cameo for her and how much screen time she has, but I think she actually does it very well. I think she's an underrated actor. She's good at comedy. She's great at comedy, but I think acting she doesn't get enough credit on that. But
Mm.
yeah, again, this is pretty good. I believe they're gonna either do a sequel or some kind of continuation with these actors. But hey, you guys did a good job. I think Hulu was very impressed by the love this movie was getting when it first came out. So I don't know.
You
Again,
mean Disney?
They came out this year.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
it called again?
The Happiest Holiday? No, let me see. I'll tell
we'll
you right now.
our researchers on it. Do, do,
Oh, it's
do.
just on Hulu right now. But this movie kind of sold me because I'm coming off of Schitt's Creek and all that from earlier this year, and I saw Daniel Levy on it. And I'm like, oh, I'll watch it. And
Yeah.
then Violet watched it before me, and she wasn't too keen on it. It was okay. Like I watched it. It's a watchable movie. It's not on the same level as meet the parents, but
Right.
it kind of has that vibe.
Mhm.
But because she's still trying to get approval from the two parents and all that, and um, the happiest season, that's what it's called.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
So it's not bad. The sister is really fun there. Um, man, who is that girl? Let me see if I can find her. Allison Brie. I love Allison Brie.
Yeah.
She is married to Baby Franco, James Franco.
I know that.
Yeah, so
Oh, right.
I loved her in it, and then of course Daniel Levy, Audrey Plaza, and then the mom. Is it Mary Steenburgen, or what's the main mom? She played the mom in Step Brothers. She's always the mom.
Yeah, she does.
Whatever. She's awesome in it too.
Oh,
I
okay.
just like her.
I think I know
So it's a good
exactly.
staff, like what Sonny said. But yeah, it's good. It's worth a watch.
Another recommendation for the holiday seasons. Ting.
Yeah.
Moving on from that, let's move on to my big nerd out is Cyberpunk 2027. Off the bat,
2077, sir.
2077. Yes, 277. Yes. Jesus, numbers. I'm bad at it.
It's okay. It's
Off the
okay,
bat,
sir.
I really like this game.
Yeah.
So I heard a lot of things about it. Obviously, the I think the PC got it like a day early, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone else there was already like walkthroughs of it. People already put 10 hours into it.
Yeah.
You know, they said, oh, the prologue's like 7 hours long and it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
slow, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, when they heard about the bug issues and all this kind of stuff, I'm like, oh, I'm kind of getting a little worried.
Me too.
Right off the bat, yes, there are bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that's broken my game yet. I had to restart a save point once so far,
Me too.
but that's about it. I think a lot of it's like cosmetic stuff. Like he's supposed to have a gun, but he just has his hands out like that, so shooting people with his finger, which is kind of funny.
Oh,
Stuff like
really? I haven't seen that.
yeah, it's kind of funny. But this game really grabbed me really quick with its environment and the music for me is outstanding. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
It feels so cinematic and badass. Like you feel like a badass walking in there when that music plays.
Hell yeah.
You're playing this on the regular PlayStation, right, Sonny?
Correct. Yes, PlayStation 4 version.
I heard the latest patch, which was yesterday or the day before, really improves the regular PS4
It was
version a
yes.
lot.
Yeah. It was
Did
like
you
a
play after that or no?
I did, yeah.
And it was better or no? Like
Yeah.
pretty much the
Can't
same.
tell.
I mean, there's still issues, but it's running a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm for as long as they put this game on hold, they should have had all that shit figured out.
I
But
know, man.
they're in this weird spot of wanting to come out with next gen, but
Yeah,
still, so and so
I
and so.
know.
But
It's gotta be
uh,
rough because they took so damn long. But
yeah,
8 years, man.
the combat's really fun. I don't want
It
to say
is.
challenging, but the guns definitely kick back a lot, like an
Mhm.
actual gun does. It takes a minute to get used to, but once you do, you get pretty good at it. It's really cool. Voice
Yeah,
acting top notch. I don't know who's the voice actor for the main male V character, but
yeah,
he sounds like a young John Bernthal almost. Kind
yeah.
of
He's got a good he's
has,
got a good gruff to it. I almost think it's the guy who does a lot of those anime shows with the deep voice, but no, it's not. It's some other guy. I have
okay,
not heard of him.
yeah.
You looked it up already?
Yeah, he's been in a
So
lot of movies and stuff, but yeah, I don't know him.
um, playing on PlayStation 4, this game does look gorgeous. It's a very beautiful game. I can only imagine if you have the up converted version for PlayStation 5, how good it looks. For me and my stupid old PlayStation 4, it looks damn good.
The fact that it runs on there is great, man.
Yeah. Now, load so far load times haven't been an issue where it's like, oh my god, I have to wait for so long because most of the stuff is pretty fluid. The load time comes in for like the cutscene, so that's not too terrible.
Okay.
Missions are actually pretty engaging. Project Red definitely likes to put a emphasis on having these side stories have like a mini story to them or have their own personality, not just get that guy, kill that guy, come back, get paid.
Hmm.
Talk this guy down who's high. Can you not kill anybody? Do you kill everyone in the room? And it plays into like how you react to things.
Yeah. Did you
Uh,
get past the prologue yet, or no?
no, I'm actually well, I don't want to give it away, but I think I'm close, but no,
Hmm.
not. I
Okay.
kind of walked away from the story for a minute. I did some side jobs to get some good gear and guns, stuff like that.
Yeah. There's supposed to be one where you can get a bike early on, a motorcycle.
I just killed the guy and took it. He was a gang member, so he was a bad guy anyway. So I shot him in the face. Took his bike.
Oh, okay. But
Uh,
do you get to like store it and stuff after that, or no?
not not yet.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, see the other one you get it permanently and you can like call it and do all this little stuff with it. But I want to
um,
do the fighting, the underground boxing thing.
oh, I did one of those fights. It's fighting is not the strong point of this game.
Damn it.
But it's passable. So a slight criticism besides the fighting mechanic, which is very bare bones and kind of meh.
Mhm.
I think the driving is very indicative of GTA 4, which I hated the fucking driving in that game. Like you would just make a turn, the car goes, oh my god,
It's
does a
really, yeah. Do you
360.
drive first or third person?
I drive third person
It was
because
helping me in first, but I want to see the car, so I want to drive third. But it's like the controls are too hard on. They're really slippery, man. The car just
yeah,
flies all over
I
the
was
place.
like, damn it, not GTA, four again. I hate that
They
game.
did say some of the really high-end cars drive better, but
Uh,
it sucks because you're not gonna really drive those all the time, or something else looks cooler,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So what
But
path did you pick?
Corpo,
Corpo.
I'm a businessman.
What
Um,
made you want to pick Corpo? Because I'm really surprised you picked that.
because I knew not many people would pick it. I
Mm, yeah,
because Nomad and Street Kid was probably gonna be the two popular ones.
yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm
Let's see
gonna
what
go
happens here,
go
right?
left. And yeah, and so far I like it better because we've dealt in the prologue anyways. You deal with more like business people anyways, and the way you can interact with them
Yeah.
sounds better and sounds cooler.
Oh, okay.
Um,
You get like options for dialogue, right?
yeah, yeah. So it'd be like you could talk to them like 'cause since you're from the same world, you know how to handle them better.
Yeah.
So, but if you're a street kid, you know how to talk to gangs better than you would like a suit or a cop.
Oh, okay.
Which
Yeah.
is cool.
There's
And
some
Nomad,
nomad stuff. Yeah, where you get to bring up like cars or other stuff, heritage type stuff and things like that.
yeah, man. And this game is like it just feels like a movie,
Yeah, the
cinematic.
world really, man, it's really sells it, man. Like those prologue missions, they were like, I was impressed. I really was, because going into it, I was worried too, man. I was like, this has been too long. People are complaining.
Mm,
What if it's just not that great?
right,
And then I was like on the Manny fence too, where I was like, I know I'm not gonna play this again. And what if the patch comes out in 3 months and I'm already done?
right.
I want to get
Yeah.
all those whistles and stuff for next gen, but I don't know. But I'm still
Okay.
enjoying it.
Yeah. I'm thoroughly invested. Usually I'll put on a podcast or music or something in the background while I'm playing a game. But this, I'm like, shut up, Joe Rogan, shut up. I really want to like experience the whole thing because,
Yeah,
like I said before, like the music plays a huge part in those the cutscenes of the games.
yeah,
It
and the
elevates it.
combat too.
Combat, it's awesome. Again, without getting too spoilers, I'm happy with what we're getting so far.
Hmm.
I've heard the campaign mission itself is short, but all the stuff you do in the world kind of like makes up for that. Kind of like Skyrim, where like Skyrim's like main quest was like maybe 15 hours, 12
I
hours.
think so. Yeah.
Like a handful of missions, but everything in the world you can do around it made it feel like it was a 100-hour like storyline game.
Yeah.
So,
Um.
and that's really it for me. So if you want to, we're gonna go to you next, and you can talk about your stuff for Cyberpunk and all that kind of
Sure.
stuff.
Yeah, I'll stick with Cyberpunk. Yeah, I was gonna say the world feels very real, man. There's so much in it. Like you just be walking down the street, and it's not. I don't know, like a lot of open world games, and you might see people just walking or whatever, but it never feels like they live there. And
Mhm.
some of the conditions I saw were, I was like, God damn, like that is sad. That is grim. Like this, this world feels fully realized from that point of view,
Yeah.
because these characters and environments are not even part of the story, but they're part of the scenery,
Well,
and it's really sells it, man. Like I was just like, damn, like this world is really screwed up. Like it's futuristic and all that, but it's the problem is that it caused so many bad things in the world. Basically, it's like kind of apocalyptic because there there's these mega cities, basically, almost like Judge Dredd, where there's this enormous freaking building with like, who knows how many 1,000 families living in it. But yeah, I just found the world pretty engaging, and the combat, yeah, is fun. You have a lot of options. You're always picking up new stuff. Um, you have so many freaking options for skills and level ups, which are really nice. You can play any way you want. If you want to put everything into guns or everything into hacks, whatever you want. But yeah,
you
it's
want to
really
beat
good
people.
from all those points.
Do
I ran into a really funny bug where I was like, there's like a part where you're doing a mission and there's a bathroom, and I went in
Mhm.
there just to look in the mirror, and I did, and then as soon as I did like the circle button to get away from the mirror, it like did a weird animation where I didn't have any pants. And then so
But
I was like, wait, what? I was like, why is my character not wearing pants? I thought I selected pants. And like, I was doing photo modes and stuff, and there was always pants. So I was like, what the hell's going on? So I looked down with the character with the stick, and I looked down at myself, and I'm like, he does have pants. And then I look in my inventory, I'm like, he does have pants. I'm like, where the hell did he lose his pants from? So I was like, just a funny bug. But I did get a story bug where I was in a cutscene and it crashed the whole game.
mm,
It didn't
right.
crash the system, which I guess is good, but like I said, there was a big patch, 17 gigs. People said it fixed a lot of quest stuff and visual bugs. I haven't played since then. I've only played 3 hours, I would say, so
Mm.
far. And I've been sticking to the main prologue because I'm kind of want to finish that and then just open it
Yeah.
up and do what I want and not do anything else. Probably won't go back to the story for a long time. But yeah, I was pessimistic going. It was like so many negative things were being said, and I just didn't think it was gonna live up. But it did bring me in, so I am enjoying it.
Yeah.
But I'll say, man, you probably missed out on not having to deal with some of these bugs, man, because some people were saying the visuals wouldn't even load, a lot of story crashing and stuff like that. So you might get
Yeah.
a little bit
Now,
better experience when you
not
start.
granted, I think those might be majority of the pieces and stuff. Like the major bugs that happened at, but the
Hmm.
consoles definitely had their problems. Um, this kind of why I'm always weary to buy games brand new, uh,
Hmm.
because I'm like, I forgot how it feels to deal with bugs all the time before it actually gets fixed.
Yeah.
Um, I'm
But,
I'm glad I
but
got this stuff.
but you know that they're dedicated, man. They won't stop until it's good.
Hmm. Very true.
But it's getting big. I mean, I think it's 120 gigs already.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. There we go.
yeah, man. I had to clear out some drive space. I'm running out, but
Yeah.
I guess I have to just limit it to top
Friend.
3 or 4 things I'm playing.
Yeah, which probably best. Um,
Yeah, I mean, why have 20 things installed? I'm not playing all 20, so.
That's what kind of scares me on my PlayStation 5 because I already deleted Battlefront. I thought I was going to play Battlefront again.
Damn it.
And then I'm thinking about like Cyberpunk because that's coming in the mail. Do I open it or anything like that? So
And it sucks
what,
because if you ever get the itch for something, you can't because now you have to download it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And we can't buy another hard drive yet because if you buy a regular HDD hard drive, it's going to be a waste of money because it can't work on the PlayStation 5 games. So what do you guys rate Cyberpunk so far?
I give it a 7.5 or an 8 so far.
I'll give it an 8. So, a very solid 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not perfect. I mean, it's got a lot of things, but it did surprise me, and it's good so far. So we'll keep playing it, and we'll see.
Oh yeah.
If it comes up in the Nerd Out again, that's really good. But
You got anything else to add on your Nerd Out, Frank?
I was just playing a lot of Battlefront II because of Star Wars, but I found out, like the guns are really hard to unlock because you have to get like 400 kills for some of those guns. But I found a way, if you play co-op, you can get the guns in like maybe an hour, and it's not like something that's going to get patched out because I guess they want you to play co-op mode. I don't know, but I was able to play that, and it's actually a fun mode. There was a.
What are we talking about? Battlefront?
Yeah, Battlefront 2. If you play co-op, you play with 4 people, including yourself, versus AI, which I know doesn't sound like the most fun thing, but there is a lot of enemies to fight, so there's a ton of targets. So you can just keep laying waste to everything, and you're getting your experience, you're getting your weapons and your attachments. So that helps if you're really behind in multiplayer. And then you can mess around with costumes. But then the other cool thing is that by playing this mode, you're doing better, so you have more points. So you're going to be able to play with the heroes and the specialists and stuff like that a lot more. So it gets to the point, like towards the end, you can pick like a hero like Yoda or something, and you go and you're pretty much almost unstoppable. So it's kind of because you're just slashing and fighting a lot. So you get to play with those characters that you don't get to play with much in the main game, because in the real game, I mean, you're gonna get them like towards the last 5 minutes, and you might die right away or not play that much. So it's like really fun that way. And I was unlocking all my stuff, so for me, yeah, that was fun. Because in all the time I had that game, I just freaking never was able to unlock those guns. It just took too long, man. It was like I would get like 5 to 10 kills a game, and if I have to get 400, I'm never gonna get those guns, man.
That game is very frustrating for how great it could have been and how good it is now and how long it took to get there.
Yeah, I mean, it's great now. The maps are really nice. There's a good Cloud City one. There's a good Jabba's Palace one, and yeah, there's so much variety as far as troops and heroes and all that. So co-op mode, kind of the way to go if you want to catch up.
Cool.
That's it for me.
What? Sounds good. Sounds like a good week.
Yeah, those were fun.
I guess it's only me now. Yeah, can't really say there was much. I was doing a lot of baking because we have a good working oven, and this is only like the second time in my life that I have a working oven. So I found some cookies, made those. But actual nerd outs, I can't say I'm actually nerding out on anything as of right now.
You could nerd out on making cookies. That's pretty awesome.
What kind of cookies?
This is like pre-cut ones already. They buy in the refrigerated aisle.
Eat the whole damn pack one day, man.
I almost ate all the chocolate chip cookies because I left them in there a little bit while longer, so they were not burnt, but they were extra crispy. So good. But yeah, I try to sneak away, play a little bit of Call of Duty. I think I'm officially saying that I think I like zombies more than anything else. And it's just because zombies, I mean, you just go around, work as a team, and you shoot, and you try to get as far as you can. I've actually found that there is a story to it, and we've gotten pretty far in some of them to finish the story.
Damn.
I don't remember the parts whatsoever, but there are things that you have to collect. So I think and I really like that in zombies it all works towards ranking you anyway. So like if you want to work on a gun, you just take that gun into zombies and it'll work on it for you.
Nice.
So it's good. It's fun. I've been having fun with that.
The hardest part is that you don't know what to do. So then that kills it for me. But
you have to
I
do a
want
little
that stuff, the
research.
story and all that.
Yeah, you kind of have to do a little research. So the main thing of the main thing of the game is to survive, and the story is just there. But other than that, this is a fun game. I'm already looking to do something else because I've already beat Miles, and I'm starting to play it a little bit more, where I could find the other things that I didn't finish on. The side maps. So I'm doing a little bit of that, and then at some point I'm going to start with the Spider-Man game again and just play that through. But man, with no memory in here, it really makes it hard. Let me see how much storage I actually have left. So free space, I have 200 gigabytes, and they give you 667 gigabytes with that. Which really, really, really sucks. And I only have technically 3 games on here. Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which is only Warzone. And I actually might take this off now, to be honest. Because I'm probably not playing Warzone until I only downloaded Modern Warfare again because I originally had it deleted because I wanted to play a game on before they changed the map.
Right.
It was already going to change in 4 days. So I don't know. And then Miles, I'm almost done. I don't know if I want to delete it right away. That's going to be 80 gigs. It looks like here. I don't know why it's split up into 2. It's kind of weird. And then Black Ops is 145 gigs, and I don't even think I have story mode put in here. Maybe I do. I'm going to take story mode off because I'm not going to play story mode.
Yeah.
That's.
I already beat it, but yeah, it's not the greatest.
So that is already 47 gigabytes.
It's insane gigs for that game.
So maybe now, so that went down to 98. Yep, that's it. So yeah.
Better hope nothing comes out then.
Yeah, man. I'm going to probably download. I'm probably going to download the Battlefront game again. Hoping that I play with Frank. And if I don't, then I'll just delete it again. But yeah, other than that, how about we go into the news?
All right.
Sure.
Let's go.
All right.
So there's obviously one big piece of news that will probably take a lot of attention. So we'll save that for last.
Okay.
We'll hit up the other stuff that we have. How many do you have, Manny, minus the big Star Wars news?
I'm only focusing on the Marvel news, to be honest, man.
Frank said he had about 4. I got about 4. We'll kind of hit him, hit him really quick.
You guys have that on top of everything that came out?
Yep. Again,
I have 2.
Stuff isn't 2. Oh, you have 2. Well, he has 2. My stuff is more, hey, did you know they're making this kind of thing? So it should be in and out pretty quick. And then we'll get into the nitty gritty. My first piece of news, like I said, I'll just knock out mine really quick. Not thinking about it all, just kind of what's being made. The showrunner for Riverdale, who also does the Sabrina show on Netflix as well, he is being tapped by HBO to reboot True Blood. I'm not sure if you guys remember True Blood or if you were big fans of it. There was good seasons. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite shows, but I thought it was fine. They're gonna reboot it because apparently making something new is out of the question. True Blood ran from 2008 to 2014. So I
Mm.
guess people have a short uh, uh, memory when it comes to stuff, which is kind of true. But that's the thing that's going to happen on HBO. You guys fans of it? Do you guys care if it comes back, or are you just like meh?
I watched like 5 episodes this year, and it was really dated and cheesy. It was okay, but I couldn't continue. It wasn't bad. I mean, I would have continued. It's just there's too much stuff out there, so I just couldn't go back and keep watching it.
Violet rewatched it when Elena was born earlier this year, and I never officially finished it, but I remember what I was watching I really liked, and then yeah, it kind of got weak, but yeah, we'll see. I think it is going to be something new. I mean, this is the only way to do something new is to rehash something and just do it. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'll never say no to something.
Never say never.
I mean, it's
Unless
there if
it's
you want to
never
watch
say
it.
never.
If not,
Yeah.
whatever.
Exactly.
There's plenty of other stuff to catch up on. So,
Do you
Robert
care, Sonny?
Rodriguez, me.
Yeah, you brought it up.
Uh,
So do you care?
it depends on who's in it, to be honest. If
Okay.
it has a really cool cast or people that I want to support, then I'll check it out. Um, I did like the first half of the show. I thought it was cool. It was cheesy, really good storyline though, like what they could have done with it. Second half kind of goes, oh, okay, that's fine, I guess. It didn't like, I didn't hate the show, but I'm not dying to see it again either. So,
Yeah.
moving on to my next piece of news, Robert Rodriguez is working on a new female lead show, Zorro, the female version. For NBC. He'll be writing and directing it with his sister Rebecca. So I brought this up a couple months back. Kevin Smith is actually working on an animated version. No, I'm sorry, wrong news article. Jumped ahead a little bit. Anyways, yes. So this is in pre-production still. They're getting everything sorted out, but NBC's on board with it. They said, "Go ahead, do it. You do your thing." So he's gonna be co-writing and directing I believe most of the first season, and then his sister will take a couple of episodes and is gonna help write as well. I love Zorro. I thought the Antonio films, the first one, is really good. It's a really fun action film. Second one, it's an acquired taste for certain people, but I enjoyed it. I want to see more.
That's actually funny. We, my wife and I, just watched the first Zorro because we figured out. So the funny story is that our first song that we danced to was the main song from Zorro, with Antonio, or no, with Mark Anthony, and I forgot who's the other chick that sings it. And somehow that song came up when we were talking, and then she was like, "Did you know that the main girl's? Do you remember the main girl's name?" And I'm like, "I thought I did." And it's like, it was Elena, and our daughter's name is Elena. So we're like, "Oh, we're gonna put it on."
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny how that worked, and we didn't do that on purpose at all.
That's cool.
So we watched it again, and I still remember seeing that movie in the theaters and having fun with it and all that. So
the Banderas one.
Yeah, the
Yeah, me
Banderas
too.
one.
Yeah, it was a pretty good movie, man.
Yeah, super good.
Have not seen it since, but I remember loving it though. I was not expecting to love it.
I bought it, so you can watch it now.
Oh, there we go. I just remember a cool part with the horse, and he jumps off like a church with looking like Batman and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And old man Hopkins is like whipping him and like teaching him.
Yeah, that was a good scene. Yeah. I don't know how many it feels, but I still think the person holds up really well.
Oh, it does.
Well,
so female-led Zorro TV show.
Yes, TV show on NBC.
Okay.
Zora.
Yeah.
Zora. Hey,
So
that could be kind of cool. I mean,
I'm actually really excited for that. So
the only thing I'm not excited about is that it's on NBC. I don't like really free TV shows.
I know.
Unless they're comedies. I feel like comedies hold up a lot better. Like Superstore, which sadly is canceling after the season, and Modern Family and all that. Everything else, Meh.
I'm surprised he's doing it on that network.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised too, but they might have been the only one that were like, yeah, sure, why not?
Maybe.
So, like, you get your Mexican stuff out of here. So, because does he still have his network? Is that still going on?
I think it's still out there, but I don't know. It's just
This
kind of
is
like
where I
has
asked he had a network.
yeah, El Rey.
El Rey Network.
It was kind of cool because
yeah.
he played like martial art movies and silly like action movies and stuff like that.
Underground.
But I don't think it had any. Yeah, Lucha Underground. I don't think it had any original content except for that.
It had the Dust Till Dawn TV series
Oh,
on there.
that. Yeah, but I don't think anybody liked it. Not even fans of.
I
Dust Till-
hate that first season. Second season's not too bad. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that now is just gonna like turn into like the new Spike TV, just like run a bunch of old
It kind of
stuff that
is. Yeah.
I watch. So, which is I think is unfortunate. I think I think he could have done something really cool with it, but it's just not in the cards.
And he's probably too busy to really do anything with it.
Yeah, he's a very busy man, which is good, and
So-
and he does his own thing, which I respect the hell out of him for that.
Yeah,
He
I like everything, almost everything he does.
he does good hell.
I appreciate what he did with Alita. That was good. The
Mhm.
behind the scenes stuff for that was really good because it was him and Cameron talking about how they've been thinking about this movie for so long.
Yep.
And it came out pretty cool. So
It was good.
yeah, and then he directed, some Mando or one Mando episode, right?
Yeah.
So
Robert,
he's on my good list right now.
I think it was the last episode. No, not this episode.
second to
but
last.
Two ago. Yeah.
And the funny thing is that he wasn't even selected at first to
he was like
be him.
Well, he was
I
on
think
the Chef Show, I think, right?
last minute they like, hey, this
So it
guy.
makes sense they want to work together.
Yeah,
I could see where this goes. I don't know. Hopefully it turns out good, but
I hope so too. But moving on from that, Sister Act 3 is coming to Disney Plus. Goldberg will be returning. So I genuinely
crazy.
love part 2. I think part 2 is great. I love the music. I love the kids. I think it's fun. I like 1, but I absolutely adore part 2. A
I always
lot.
thought there was 3 already.
You would think, but
The first
yeah,
one I
so,
remember it being kind of like dark or maybe like not a kid movie.
I mean,
I just remember watching it being like, this is kind of like adult.
it was more serious than the second one. I guess the way you can see it,
Yeah.
more like a dramedy. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I would actually love to see what they're gonna do. I mean, they can bring in brand new cast of young singers, so they make part 3 or do something completely different.
Is it like a
enjoy it.
big musical? Like it's almost like songs every 5 minutes, or like I don't remember really.
Well, part 2 is not every 5 minutes, but there's a lot of heavy emphasis on song in there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Again, I absolutely adore number 2. So yeah, I am actually for having a part 3 come out.
Mhm.
I'll watch it. I hope it's at least halfway. That's all I can hope for. But did you, Manny? Did you watch the first 2 and enjoy them at all?
I can't remember them, man. I probably did, but I can't remember them.
I can't remember. When does it come out? The part 3?
Sometime in a couple years.
Oh, okay. It's just announced. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, she comes back. Hooray.
So like, hey man, we'll do this.
My last piece of news. So this is the part that I was gonna bring up that I mixed them up. The Green Hornet. Green Hornet and Kato movie is tapping the writer of Jurassic Park. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Forgive me. Forgive my.
Jurassic Park or Jurassic World?
It says with the news Jurassic Park's David Kopik. Forgive my sin. David K. I'm just gonna call him David K. He's been tapped to go ahead and write the new Green Hornet and Kato movie. So going off what I said earlier, Kevin, like I brought up a couple months ago, Kevin Smith is actually working on an animated version of Green Hornet and Kato as well.
Mm.
And this is a live action film. Um, this is definitely I'm partly excited for this as well because this is definitely my young adolescence along with Zorro. I love the Green Hornet big time. That's where I was first introduced to Bruce Lee, even before I saw Enter the Dragon, all those films.
Mm.
That first saw Bruce Lee, I'm like, oh, this guy's kind of badass. So
Yeah. So I like these pulpy old time heroes.
yeah, the old time. Um,
Yeah, they got a cool look.
and
But
I think
yeah.
if I'm correct, I think Green Hornet's like the descendant of Zorro, something like that. I
Hmm.
may be mistaken, but I think that's right. So the inner kid in me is very excited for this to come out because the Seth Rogen one, not perfect, not great. It was
It was all
fine.
right, I think.
It's definitely a Sunday film. Just put it on in the background and just kind of watch it while you clean the house or just kick back because you're hungover from Saturday night.
I saw it in theaters, never saw it again. Doesn't mean I don't want to. It's just I just never
Never
had
had
the
the
desire. Yeah, I was just kind of like, oh, okay, that happened.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Well, hopefully it can be cool because it kind of needs a shot in the arm right now. It's not really that popular.
Yeah,
I think it's fading, and it needs
yeah,
to kind of.
like the last of the old timey heroes, the Lone Ranger, Green
Yeah.
Hornet, Zorro. They're kind of really becoming like for forgotten like folk heroes almost. So
Hmm.
give them the shiny one, please, for my sake at least.
Give it a shot. See what happens.
Manny, were you did you know about Green Hornet, or you're just like I have no idea what this is? I don't care.
No, it is, but no, I don't care.
That's fair.
I didn't hear about this, but I
That's why
might
I'm
be
here.
interested because I like that kind of stuff in the martial arts character. So we'll see.
Um,
The
and
spot
I
they use gadgets, don't they? Like the car and
yeah. Well, like I would not gadget as they're not like Batman, but they have certain that they use
yeah.
a gun and a couple of like I think in the original Campy show it was like a dart gun or like a smoke gun. It was like an
Yeah.
actual gun.
Are they like detectives or what are they? What
They are
you hire
heroes.
them?
They're heroes pretending to be villains to go after other villains. He runs a newspaper article, Green Hornet, and he uses that to be, hey, the Green Hornet's a bad guy. Watch out, everybody, to like instill fear of him. So then he goes after the bad guys while he's, being chased by the law and everything like that. So
It'd be interesting to see how they adapt that to modern time.
Newspaper is a thing you use to put on the ground for your dog to take a piss.
Yeah.
That's it for my news.
All right.
Let's move on to Frank's stuff, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes.
Okay, cool. Mine are quick. They are all video game related. There is a new season occurring within Call of Duty. I think it only applies to Cold War and Warzone. I don't think they're doing another season for Modern Warfare.
I think you are right.
So so that begins December 16th. There's a new island for Warzone. It looks kind of small, so everybody thinks that it's going to be smaller groups. I don't know what it is right now, 150 or 100?
I believe it is 100.
So this might be 50. I don't know, but it's much smaller size. So it's probably going to be more action oriented. And then they're talking about there being a new Gulag experience. I have no idea what that is or what they will do with that. Probably adapted to be quicker respawn if you win or something like that. There's going to be, as you would expect, kind of like Modern Warfare, they're keeping up with that, just new weapons, new operators. I assume it's going to be pretty much the same format as it was for Modern Warfare.
I believe the Nuketown will be a Gulag match now, or like map.
Like old Nuketown, yeah.
Oh yeah, because there's like 2 buses in the middle of the Gulag.
Yeah. So
they're like small cardboard ones, like a training facility. So there you go. So it might be something like that. which is kind of interesting. There's a
Yeah,
lot of multiplayer modes. There's some zombie modes, and a battle pass, of course. So since I'm on the Cold War train, I think I'm gonna probably get it. I haven't found myself going back to Modern Warfare, even though I love that game. But I did play it an insane amount of hours over the last year.
Yeah.
So this one's, it's more arcadey and it's a lot different feel.
Sure.
So I'm gonna stick with this for right now. But yeah, December 16th, which is what, Wednesday? That's really soon. Okay, cool. So sticking with games, Game Awards, a lot of stuff happened there. I didn't really care about the winners because I never agree. And even if I do, I'm like, so what? I really don't care. So I'm bad with awards because I just don't even care. But there was a lot of trailers and announcements, which I did care about. So there's going to be a new Smash Brothers character, which is from Final Fantasy VII. I don't really play Smash Bros. Anymore, just with the kids sometimes, and I'm not going to purchase a new character. But he is coming out. There is a new Turtle Rock game. I don't know if you guys heard about it. It's called Back for Blood with the number 4 in the middle. And it's basically like Left 4 Dead, but rebooted. Yeah, and the trailer looks just like it. Like it's got a catchy song. It's got 4 characters running around shooting zombies.
Hey,
so
it works. It works.
yeah, so I don't know what happened. I think whatever happened with whoever Turtle Rock was working with, I think they were working with Steam or Valve or whatever, and they couldn't make the third one. Who knows what? So this is their attempt to make the third one without making the third one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So yeah, I mean those were always fun. So if this turns out fun, that could be cool. There was a ton of stuff. I watched a lot of trailers. They were all so quick, like a minute, so I was able to watch a lot of them.
Yeah.
And not a lot of them caught my eye. There's another Perfect Dark coming, but there was no gameplay. Maybe that could be interesting, but I don't have an Xbox and I don't plan to get one for a while, if at all.
Really?
And,
you don't care about Halo?
They really have to wow me, man. Halo's been dead for 10 years. So they have a really uphill battle with that.
Personally, yeah.
Fair enough.
And then their first showing was just bad, sympathetic. So they're just, So there was a Dragon Age teaser with no gameplay again, but it could be interesting. I never got into these games. I wanted to because it was basically the fantasy version of Mass Effect, but I just never got into them. The big one, though, there was actual Mass Effect news. There was a teaser. Did you watch that, Sonny?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, so there's a familiar face and there's like an N7 logo, but at least they're gonna work on it, I guess.
Yeah, that was the last. That was the last trailer that played before Game of the Year award went out. So.
Oh, okay. I'm sure people were happy.
I'm ecstatic because now it's actually moving forward into something at least. Now, they've done it before. They showed a trailer and just the game never came out or it took 10 years and it's terrible. But
yeah,
it is Mass Effect. I'm hoping that they EA actually like pull the rein back and goes, you guys can do what you guys do best, make a good game. I doubt it, but I want more Mass Effect. So yes, give me your treasures. I want all of it.
Same here, man. I think they're ditching the Andromeda Galaxy, so that whole thing is pretty much dead, which nobody cares about that. So, yeah, with this and the remake or remaster, looks like we'll get our fix for that kind of stuff. There is apparently a Vin Diesel Dinosaur Hunter game, which I didn't see the trailer, but I'm scrolling through the article, and there's a funny picture of him like wearing like a dinosaur hunter outfit. So I didn't see it, and I don't care for it. I'm probably not going to see it or watch it or anything. But I thought it was funny scrolling through this.
Family.
And apparently there's some kind of dragon combat game, but it might be only PC, so that kind of sucks. And then there's a ton of indie, which none of it really caught my eye. And besides that was pretty much it.
Yeah, Yeah, there's a lot of teaser stuff of stuff to come. Nothing I think
Yeah.
that's coming like just like for sure next year. Even like this, a lot of these stuff won't come up until like 2022, if that. So
Yeah, it seems like a
it's
while. But I think
gonna
right
be a
now,
while.
man, I got so much to play. I haven't even finished Ghosts of Tsushima. I just started Cyberpunk. I mean,
Yeah.
I got enough for a long time.
Got plenty.
So take your time, guys.
Make it good. Make it good.
Yeah, that was all my news.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, out of everything, I definitely want Dragon Age and Mass Effect because first two are fine, I guess. But I was a big fan of three. I think it was The Inquisition, and I've talked more than enough on this podcast of how much I love Mass Effect. So yeah. If anyone was curious, Last of Us 2 won Game of the Year. If
Hmm.
you were if you were curious, I think
Yep.
it's I think it swept the major categories in the gaming show the awards. If you're
Yeah,
curious,
I got a lot of stuff.
so you said that was it for your news, correct?
Yeah, I'm all done.
So let's turn to our
Well,
navigator
I
madness.
guess I got one part of news. Harrison Ford is going to be back for the last Indy movie,
Ooh.
Indiana Jones, and then James Mangold is actually going to be doing the film. I didn't know he was doing the film. So he did Logan. I mean, if he could pull it off, I think he probably can. If anyone could pull it off, I think he probably can. So I'm actually a little more excited for it, believe it or not.
Oh, that's so
Did he
weird. I mean,
do? Oh, he did Logan. I thought you sent the first one. Okay.
No, he did Logan. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, man,
it,
I'll give him some props there.
yeah, it gives me a little sort of hope to be like, all right, maybe it won't be as hot trash as things gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's really it.
Okay.
cool. So I'm gonna hand over the reins to you because you're gonna navigate us through this huge field of news.
Okay. So, where do
Yeah,
you
that's right.
guys want to start?
Oh my God.
Let's start
There's
with letter A. I don't know.
I completely forgot about this part. So Disney,
uh,
Star Wars, and Marvel news, are we talking?
yeah.
No,
We're
There
we're
wasn't
gonna
as much
try to
Marvel, right?
there were still decent parts of Marvel. So
trailers
they
and
have announced a whole bunch of movies coming up. Let me see if I have the actual screenshot of it, and then we can kind of go into that.
Okay.
While I look for this, have you guys anything really catch your eyes on the Marvel front that you're really excited for?
Falcon
absolutely
and Winter Soldier.
correct. I saw the trailer. That was awesome.
Yeah.
WandaVision. I saw I think the second trailer for it.
Yeah.
Um, it caught my eye. It's one of those like uh, psychological S type of like trailers to be like, what's going on? Well, shit, it's getting crazy, dog. Like episode of like Black Mirror on steroids, maybe. Very yeah. So those two trailers definitely like told me like, ah, shit, I gotta watch this. This, this might get me back. Not that I left Marvel, but like after
Might
Endgame,
get you
you know what?
excited again.
I was like, after Endgame, you know what? I'm good. This is perfect. I'm good.
Yeah, I know that
But
feeling.
those two trailers definitely was like, shit. I think I'm back.
Yeah, and
So
what if I like the animation on that? That looks like it might be interesting.
yeah, I think it'd be like a cool watch. The animation was a little stiff for my taste, but I'm
Yeah.
definitely interested in the stories, which I think would be cool to like see play out. So,
Yeah.
uh, 'cause I'm a huge fan of Peggy Carter. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
I would love to carry the shield and be a badass. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
because I think they talked like six stories that they were going to talk about. What if, right?
I
Like
think
six.
so. And what's cool is they're going to bring the Watcher in, so that's something we haven't seen in the MCU. So that could be interesting from a cosmic point of view. You
Okay.
never know. Like maybe he'll show up in Guardians Volume 3. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Never
But
know.
that movie's a while away. That's like
They
another
did
3
show up,
years.
like what, Guardians 2, right? Or yeah, right. The
Wait, what?
Stanley, the Watchers showed up. Like, the cameo for Stan Lee was in Guardians 2. He was like,
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I
I
thought he
think
had
you're
a
right on that.
spacesuit on, right? Or was he the Watcher?
yeah, no, he had a spacesuit on.
Yeah.
He was telling a story, and they just like walk away from him.
Yeah.
So
Um,
I can't find the actual screenshot or where they show everything. So I'm just gonna kind of go off of what I remember. We got Black Panther 2 was
mhm,
announced, and that they're not going to recast Chadwick. So
mhm.
that's awesome. Ant-Man and the
Good.
Wasp, Quantumania is
Hmm,
announced, and King the Conqueror is officially revealed as the main person,
nice.
main villain. Christian Bale is Gore the God Butcher, which was
God, can't
huge.
wait. That's cool.
I am Groot. There is a TV show of that, and it seems like that is going to be a cartoon show.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Um, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 gets a 2023 release. Doesn't really have a slot, but it says 2023. There's even a holiday special that will be coming out. So we'll see what that means.
Yeah.
Armor Wars is a new TV show on Disney Plus. This one is going to have a lead of War Machine. So Don Cheeto is getting his own Disney Plus show,
Hmm.
which is kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Um, Ironheart, if you guys want to talk about any of these, just stop me. Ironheart is getting her own TV show. It looks like Dominique Thorne is going to be playing. Is it Riri Williams? I don't know too much about Ironheart. I just know that she is the second smartest, or she is the smartest person to come about since Tony Stark.
Hmm.
So that's that kind of makes sense that they're going to put her in it.
yeah.
I'm going
Interesting.
to
New
skip over
Iron.
this one real quick. What was that?
She's like in the comics. She's like the new Iron Man, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. She's a kid, and she's like the new Iron Man.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. Well, I'll just say this one. Secret Invasion was announced as a TV show. As a TV show.
Hmm.
This one is going to be with Nick Fury. Samuel L. Jackson, and then Ben Mendelsohn, who plays Talos,
Right.
which is a scroll, the main scroll from Captain Marvel. Um, that's going to be their TV show, which
Hmm.
I am excited for. She-Hulk will bring back Mark Ruffalo and Tim Roth. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it might even bring
That's a big
back.
comeback.
It might even bring back Charlie Cox in here too, since Tatiana's main character, Jennifer Walters, is a lawyer, so we might see that.
Hmm.
Um,
I didn't make that
Kate,
connection.
yep. Captain Marvel 2 was announced, and will bring Miss Marvel into the fray. Miss Marvel was even announced with a TV show,
Hmm.
and you can see the first footage with that. I think that's so cool.
Pretty cool.
Shang-Chi? Is this
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi? Shang-Chi was filming done. And then Loki has their own TV show. I'm sorry, Loki has their own trailer.
Oh yeah, that
Um,
looked weird. Did you
it,
guys watch that?
I did watch that.
I didn't know what the hell to think.
I didn't know what to think.
I'm
I
like,
don't
what's
know.
going on here?
I have no idea where it's going with that. I thought
Yeah.
there was one scene that looked like came from the comic where it looks like he's running for president or something like that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Black Widow shows up, or it looks like Black Widow
Oh, that's right, man.
shows up there.
I forgot about that.
Talking about Black Widow, it looks like it's still coming out on in theaters, so we'll wait
Hmm.
for that. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Nothing really special in that trailer, just more showing what kind of show it's going to be. So it's going to be a huge action show, and like I was telling Frank and Sonny, what I was telling you guys is that I like that. I mean, to me, Falcon wasn't like a cool superhero. He was kind of like a throw-in or like maybe B cast or C cast. I think.
Sure.
I think it's really gonna make him look cool on this one. Um,
Mhm.
so I'm already kind of sold into that.
Yeah. What about Fantastic Four?
I was gonna wait for that one for the end.
My bad.
Fantastic Four. No, you're good. Fantastic Four was
Spoiler.
officially announced.
Yeah.
No X-Men, sadly, but Fantastic Four was officially announced, and then also Blade was talked about again,
Yes.
and then it's confirmed that it is a movie, not a TV show.
Never stop talking about it, Feige. Never.
Um,
Don't you dare ever stop.
so I
Oh,
guess
Fantastic Four is going to be directed by John Watts.
correct. Who?
Oh, it's going to be good.
Who made Spider-Man? The Spider-Man movies.
God damn it, that's going to be good.
Another thing, there wasn't a lot of Spider-Man 3 news, but how do you pronounce his name? Feige? Fergie?
Feige?
Feige. Feige did confirm that Doctor Strange 2 connects to John Watts' threequel. So
Dang.
there's that. What else am I at? Where else?
They're really going out there with the ideas, man. That's good. They're like, here,
America
multiverse, here,
Chavez.
quantum, here.
America Chavez is in Doctor Strange 2, so they're bringing in a lot more characters from the comics into these movies. We already talked about WandaVision a little bit with a new trailer. Am I missing anything?
No, I'm looking at a recap.
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah,
pretty much.
off the top of my head, I think that's basically the
It's a lot, dude. That's just
Yeah.
Marvel, man.
That is just Marvel, but I think that's what.
I'm more
I don't know
excited.
which one got me
Right
more
now, I've
excited.
switched to gears to Star Wars. Like, I just, right now, Marvel is. I have that kind of I'm good, I'm satisfied feeling right now, and I know we're not going to get anything for a while, so hopefully WandaVision kicks off something that, makes you excited.
Right.
This trailer 2 did have some elements there where I was like, oh, okay. I think I understand what might be happening here.
I think WandaVision is going to fucking kick it off, and you will see it. I think you will see it.
I just hope there's no lull. Like, after it's done, I hope there's not like 3-month dead period until something else, because I need it to keep going.
I think I like I said before, I forgot where I read it or where I saw it, but there is going to be something Marvel related for the MCU either every week or every other week. I think it's really going to be every week going forward for 2021. So yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that. I'm gonna look and see for the.
I think 2021 is going to be more Marvel focused for them, because the Star Wars stuff, I think, is going to be a little bit after 2021 or at the end of 2021.
All right.
Or with Mandalorian season 3. So, yeah, I think the beginning of 2021 will be Marvel focused, and then we'll have a mixture of stuff moving for like the next 100 years.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go into Star Wars real quick and let's touch that. So let's go off of what was announced. One of the shows that was announced, Rangers of the New Republic. This one is going to follow Cara Dune and folks with that. So we'll see how that kind of goes. It's set within the timeline of The Mandalorian. He attempts to... In the early days, few DCs. What's this? Starring Pedro Visit The Mandalorian. Okay, no. Let's just talk about Mandalorian. Okay, so we don't know much about that one, but that one's coming. The other big
it's
one.
It's going to be a Cara show, basically.
It seems like Cara is going to be more in this one than the other ones. And maybe Burr. So who?
So it has to do with the whole Marshall thing and that kind of stuff.
It might be. Yep.
That's what
the other big one was Ahsoka. Ahsoka is getting her own TV show with Rosario Dawson. That is going to be freaking amazing. We'll see how that goes.
I'm guessing the Rebels people will come in. I don't even know the fate of them, so I can't really comment on that.
I have no idea. I think it's safe to say after we watch this season that I don't think we're going to get any more story probably of Ahsoka. I think it's going to just focus now on
Just the
Grogu and
intro.
everything else.
Yeah.
So
I think one article I read that the Ahsoka show and the New Rangers, they will cross over a lot or more often than any other show currently coming out for them.
Yeah.
So
With Mando too, right? All three of them.
I think with Mando less than each other, but I think they will tie back in here
Oh,
and
okay.
there.
That's cool.
So
okay,
yeah,
so
It's
that's
crazy
plenty of
stuff.
let's continue with the good stuff.
Yeah.
What's next?
the other one is the Acolyte, Star Wars: The Acolyte. So this one is going to be a mystery thriller set in the High Republic final days, exploring the sinister secrets of an emerging dark side power. So it's kind of that one's I'm kind of interested in because we haven't really seen too much of the High Republic and anything like that, and like the beginning of the dark side. We'll probably see a younger Yoda in here. So there's a lot of stuff that could kind of be told in this story.
Is that before episode 1?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I think this might be set 200 years before the prequel trilogies.
Jesus.
Yeah,
So
this is not the council that we know in the movies. This is
Okay.
this was like the big war days, Sith against Jedi type of like
Oh,
time era,
no
like
wonder you're excited about that.
way back in the day. So
Oh, that stuff. Well, we might
yeah,
see like the Sith homeworld. There's could be some amazing stuff in there, man.
yeah, because again, it's funny. Disney was like, fuck all your Disney canon," and then the guys who are in charge now are like, "No, we'll bring it back and slowly. Fuck you, Disney."
Yeah.
It
We know what
really,
we're doing. You obviously don't. Shut up.
yeah, yeah. Um, let the people who know what to do and do what they do.
Yeah, let them do the creative stuff. You push the papers and shut the hell up.
Yeah, because like I mean, some of this stuff is deep and it's awesome, and like the lore
Oh,
is
it's great,
amazing.
man. What's amazing is when it ties together, man. Not when you just
Oh,
throw it to the wind and say screw you.
yeah.
Come on.
So that is a really good show that could be like a sleeper
That's
hit.
interesting, man. I had no idea. Yeah, that's cool.
all right, so the next one that everyone has asked for, Lando is getting his own TV series.
Everybody has asked for this?
No one
Okay.
has.
Okay.
Um,
Because I was like, am I the only one who doesn't really care?
the interesting part about this, and the reason why I particularly probably will care, is that they did not announce which Lando it's going to be.
Yeah.
I personally think this is going to be Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, if you like his music. But
He
who
was good
knows?
as him, I would say.
Yeah,
So they
he
picked
was
him.
good.
Be
I
good.
think Billy D. Williams is a little too old for this. So, and
Yeah.
really, how it looks, how the artwork looks, it looks new, it looks flashy, it looks like Lando. I
Mhm.
think this is going to be a younger Lando, but we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Next one that's coming up, a droid story. This one is going to be a cartoon show, animated show. How it looks like, I wouldn't be surprised if this looks more like Clone Wars, but apparently there's going to be a hero in he's going to be accompanied by C-3PO and R2-D2.
Okay.
Visions is another one. This one's going to also be animated, but this one's going to be kind of short films, and I believe this is going to be more anime. So not too excited on that, but that's fine.
Could be
And then
interesting.
the last big one comes from Patty Jenkins. If you don't know who she is the director of Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 84.
Mhm.
She will be making a movie. It seems like this movie will be in theaters if they're open, called Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
So I didn't know when this timeline was going to hit, but I will probably have to guess this timeline is probably going to be during the movies because she gets into an X-wing with her little announcement, and the X-wing look a little bit older. So who knows? Maybe I thought the X-wing on here looked a little bit newer, but I'm not really an X-wing specialist. So
Yeah.
Not too. Yeah.
that was a lot of stuff.
Hey, I'm down for
Um,
that, man. She seemed.
and
I like
you
her personal connection to it, so she might be more motivated to make it extra good.
I don't
She's
know if
like,
you've
"This is
already
gonna be
done
the
it.
best fighter pilot movie ever." I'm like, "Oh damn,
But,
The
okay."
trailer for Bad Batch is out as well.
say it one more time.
The I
Oh,
don't know. Yeah. So the first trailer for the Bad Batch is out, and
Yes.
it looks awesome.
so
It looks awesome.
my first question about Bad Batch is, of course, like anything else, when does this take place? And it gives you a kind of hint on when it takes place too, so which is awesome on that part. I believe there was trailers for. We already talked about Loki. There was a trailer for that. Trailer for or I'm sorry. Uh, which one?
Falcon and Winter
Yep.
Soldier.
Yep. There's a sizzle trailer for Miss Marvel. Another sizzle trailer for. I can't think of it. There was a whole bunch of trailers for almost everything. Oh, and we forgot one more. I think we forgot one more. Andor, which
Mm-hmm.
is going to
Oh yeah.
be the spin-off of Rogue One with Diego Luna. He is
Yep.
going to get a show. That one I would probably say I'm least excited for, and
Yeah.
I think, oh man, we missed another one after that too. And I think that might be because we already know how the story goes, right?
Yeah.
Like, how much can you really say?
Well, they said
But we'll
this
see.
one's gonna be like a spy style, and it's gonna have the guy who did some of the Bourne movies, so it's gonna have that kind of feel, I guess.
The only thing I guess that could make the show stand out differently, because obviously we know how it ends, but he probably starts off as this young kid who thinks he's actually doing good.
Mm,
He's very gung ho. Yeah, got to do the right thing, and then he slowly starts to turn him to become the guy that we see in Rogue One. Just shoots a guy in the back because I can't get
yeah.
caught. I did. So
Becomes
that's why
ruthless or jaded or something.
yeah. So that
Yeah.
could make it interesting, but this is definitely at the bottom of my barrel stuff. It's like I'm not anticipating it as I am anything else. So we'll see.
Yeah, and on some of these, I really hope I'm surprised.
Yeah.
And then one of them that I hugely missed, and this was probably one of the bigger news of the day. Obi-Wan Kenobi was officially, I guess, I guess it wasn't announced,
Mm-hmm.
but they're saying when they're going to start filming it, and that will be in January.
Right.
The biggest news that came from this, have you guys seen this? Hayden Christensen is back as
Mm.
Vader, not as Anakin
Yes.
Skywalker, but as Vader.
That is
Uh,
crazy, man.
I know Violet, my wife, got really excited because she had a huge crush on him, and he's the reason why I guess she likes Star Wars. Um,
We all
but
got our
I think that's
um,
pretty awesome.
yeah, man. I mean, that is pretty crazy. They said, I believe it's 10 years after Revenge of
Yes.
the Sith. So
Yeah.
that's an interesting time. We need to discover that. What happened? The hell's he been doing all this time? Um, yeah. I mean, we never get to see the reaction part of all that happened.
So
right.
what's very interesting with this, and I think Mando has a lot to do with it, but if you guys know, ah, okay, well, you're gonna have to edit that part. Um,
I'll clip it together.
so what I was saying, what's interesting about this whole thing is that all these new shows that are coming out, they're either in the past or in the way past. Nothing's in the future. Nothing
Mm.
nothing tying it into Force Awakens or
Oh, okay.
the new Star Wars trilogy that just ended. That
Yeah.
is very, very interesting in my book, and I really do think it has a lot to do with Mando, and the success of the last Clone Wars TV show
Mm-hmm.
that Dave Filoni did. But I just wanted to kind of toss that out there. It's kind of interesting that
It is.
not really focusing on the stuff now.
Seems like they are ignoring it.
It almost seemed like the prequels, the hate for the prequels, flipped with the new trilogy. Um,
Yeah.
Like I almost like the new the prequels more than I like the new trilogies,
Oh, I
which
do for
is
sure.
kind of crazy with that.
Those movies get too much hate for
Yeah.
I think for the wrong reason.
I never hated
Like,
them as much as everybody did.
yeah. Are they perfect? No, but are they at least do they feel like Star Wars? Yes, and they're actually pretty fun. Well, except for
And
Clone Wars.
there's
Clone Wars has good stuff, but I think that's the worst out of the prequels. But they're still good.
Which one's the
Yeah.
worst? Clone Wars?
Out of the prequels, yeah,
I would
I
say Phantom Menace.
yeah, no, but no,
that
yeah,
one's the
yeah.
worst.
So,
Yeah.
really,
It's still
Hmm.
good. I mean, it's hard to say which one of those is the worst. I mean, I don't know.
I would say Clone Wars. I like Clone Wars not the most, but I would say Phantom Menace is the weakest because it's a whole bunch of politic talk, which is fine.
Trade
And you
war.
don't get the good stuff until the very end. In Clone Wars, it really starts driving the story on why Anakin turns to Vader. Then Padme and him get married. Spoiler alert. You see that. And yeah,
Yeah.
there's a little bit more in that. I don't know. There's more action. And then, of course, Revenge of the Sith. I mean, that's when all the shit just falls off the wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look forward here, man. But I think, yeah, it's a long time until this stuff happens. So this year, I don't think we can expect anything, right? Out of all this Star Wars stuff.
I think we'll probably get Obi-Wan later on this year. We will be getting Mando.
Star Wars Christmas Day 2021, correct?
Yeah, we
That's
are
when season
getting
3 starts.
Mando in Christmas area, and that's when the new season starts. So I mean, if they're going to start filming that in January, right? Right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
January.
Andor's
yeah,
already filming. They already started.
yeah. They either
Andor's
started
been
or
filming, so we could probably guess that one's October. And then Obi-Wan is going to start filming pretty soon, so that'll probably be right around the time of Mando,
Maybe
and
after, right?
and a little bit after maybe. Um,
Okay. And then from there, they just keep it rolling.
yeah, man. I
Yeah.
mean, they don't need a movie. They got these TV shows.
yeah.
Pretty
There's
crazy,
no
man.
need-
How most of this, there's only one movie, right?
Yeah, I have all this.
One movie. And, well, Marvel kind of was already pregnant with their plan. Like they had all the movies pretty much almost filmed or worked on or whatever. So I don't think they could have shifted like that. But their strategy probably is going to shift towards that with Marvel too. I mean, an X-Men TV show. Now think about that. Maybe that's what they do next. They don't do a movie. They were like, let's do a TV show. I mean,
kinda
if
have
they
to.
if they
There's
ever
so
did
many
like
characters to have.
Wolverine and the X-Men show, oh man, I would just love that so much.
Oh,
Like just make it silly, like where he's trying to keep the school, together and stuff.
don't even get me started. That was
They'd never do it, but
that was one of my favorite ongoing series. Like when
God,
like
it was
had
good.
like New 52 and Marvel Now. I generally bought that for like years. I
Yeah,
think I had like for 42 issues because
yeah.
like unlike most ones, they actually put out 2 issues a month. So I actually loved
And
it.
the artist, I really loved that art, man. It was just so like perfect for a comic.
But
But
yeah, but I
anyway,
think the
that
X
could
Men
be
kind
what
of
they do.
have to be a TV show. How many side characters and people that they have at this point,
Yeah, right.
and
Could
and
be
it's showing with
interesting.
Mando that they can actually put a budget behind a show like this, so it
hmm
could turn out to be pretty damn good. So
So
there's
that's
a
what I
lot of
want next for X-Men. I don't want another movie. I want a show now.
They could
Yeah.
They could kind of do both. They could do a show, and then for
Leads
the
to a movie.
lesser characters, and then the leads get the movies and stuff like that.
Well, because they always had separate team, blue team, gold team.
Yeah,
So maybe that's interesting too.
they could do that.
Good idea, man.
Yeah.
Look at you. You should work for Disney.
Yeah, X-Men Gold Team or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't
Ugh,
know. I don't know what they cherish more. I guess they cherish more the movies, right? But with the theaters closing down, and who knows what might happen and how long it might take for the movies to pick back up. Really, if movies like these are going to be coming out, which we haven't really got movie announcements, right?
Right. No.
We got really only TV announcements. I mean, once the movie announcements start coming out, I think the theaters will be right back at it.
Man, how lucky is it for them that they launched Disney Plus last year?
Yeah.
Imagine if they didn't have that option. They didn't have a platform.
I think it was calculated. It just they ended up having to pivot and go like, we kind of have to force a lot of stuff into TV form now. It's, we don't know how long if we can still put it out in theaters, but
Yeah.
so is their plan. But I think they just like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna go all the way with it now. So, again, like I love what Disney produces, great stuff. I don't like their business practices, but they definitely know how to give control to the right people, so we get good stuff. So like, you know, like again, Mando, which we will talk about in a few here, has really rejuvenized my love for Star Wars.
Hell yeah, man. Me too.
The two trailers for WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier have definitely re-piqued my interest into Marvel again. They're doing a lot of really interesting stuff. Again, it all started with I think started with Phase 2 of Marvel stuff when they started to make different genres of like a spy film, a buddy cop film, yes, you know, like an ensemble thing with Guardians. They were doing different things, and now with their streaming service, they can really go all the way with that concept and do different shows, stuff you normally would ever see ever before. So
especially for again, like they couldn't do like a freaking $200 million movie for some of these ideas, but yeah, they can do Disney show, I guess.
Sure. So it's a hell of a time to be a nerd. Got a lot of good stuff coming. Are they all going to hit? Probably not, but I think when the good stuff hits, it's going to be fantastic.
Oh yeah.
I guess the last question I'll give you guys is, what's the top 4 things, Marvel and Disney? What are the top 4 things that you are like, or top 5, the things you're like, I'm going to watch this weekly, or if you know, binge it, or however they decide to move forward with it. Like, what are the 5 things?
Let's do top 3.
Top 3? What are your top 3 most anticipated things that you have to see like right now?
Man, that's tough. I mean, what, like, if I don't even know, dude. I mean, Ahsoka, Mando season 3. It's all Star Wars, honestly. The Marvel stuff, I could wait. And the other one, I don't know. Maybe Obi-Wan.
I'll say Falcon Winter Soldier, Bad Batch, and then I'm gonna go with if what I think is gonna be the New Rangers or Rangers, because if they're gonna have the character from Mando, I know we said her name. I'm bad with names.
Cara Dune.
Yes. Yeah, she's going to be in it or the lead or a part of it. Yes, I won't lie. I have a crush on her. I think she's absolutely fantastic. She's like a real life Wonder Woman. She's awesome. I love her. And she's really good at action movies. So this would be awesome, like action. Again, I guess my top 3 are like all action based shows. Very excited for. So there you go. Those are my 3.
Those are good.
So I can't. I guess I'll force myself and put them together, but I will probably say I'm more excited for the Marvel stuff because that already has its track record, and that story is only going to progress even more. For Star Wars, even though I think Star Wars is my favorite, what did I used to call it? What did I call it? My favorite kind of storyline / franchise. Even though Star Wars is my favorite franchise, and I think more than Marvel, I'm just gonna take it by episode. You know, I'm not gonna have my hopes up for it because even for Mandalorian, I didn't know what to really expect. Right. And with Star Wars, it could go in so many different spots. It just depends. So I think I'm more excited for the Marvel spot because that's gonna start kicking up stuff again. And I'll just kind of ride the wave of Star Wars. if I would have to pick, I would probably say WandaVision because that's super close to coming out, January 15th. Ahsoka because she's just badass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to put Mandalorian in my list because Mandalorian, of course, depending how the season ends, so it doesn't really matter how it ends. That's going to be super exciting.
Yeah.
And then I think I would probably say Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
For my
Okay.
top
I'm interested in that. I want to know about him, man, because it's like he must have got up to something in all that time.
It's going to be interesting because it seems like someone wanted this to happen right away or has been wanting to make this a TV show or something. And
I love these unexplored pockets where it's like, yeah, I know that between this and this happened, like A and B, but what was in there? What was in the inside of that?
Yeah. And that's where the challenging part is to make an interesting story, you know?
Yeah.
The whole
because you know the end, right?
is not interesting. But so far, I mean, this freaking story right now is interesting, and we didn't even know about Grogu before.
Yeah.
So that only tells you what could happen, you know? And
what's
it
weird
sucks
is
because
that
we're gonna get weak stories here and there, right?
yeah.
And it sucks that we're gonna run into them, and it's gonna be the weakest link of the story for Star Wars or for Marvel. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I
never
actually
know. You never know. Honestly.
I think the weakest story. I don't think it's gonna come from Andor. Let me look at them. I think.
No, that's the one I have least faith in, but you never know, man.
I think
Rogue One was good. If it's that kind of tone, like Rogue One, I mean, I enjoyed that movie. So if it's something like that, it could be good.
I think you would take out the C-3PO droid story, which I don't know. For some reason, I'm feeling it's gonna be more like a kid-based show or like more kid-friendly.
Yeah.
Beep boop boop beep boop. If we take that out of the equation, I think Luna show. I think his might be one of the weaker ones, and
I mean,
and honestly, again, there's no basis to it, but Obi-Wan might be at the bottom as well. Just
Rangers and Acolyte are the wild cards because they could be bad or they could be pretty damn.
I think Rangers might be the weaker one out of all of them.
Could be,
we'll
but
see,
it could
man.
be a military type. It might be kind of cool from that angle, but it depends what they do. But
I think that would be a more fun action-based show than like. I mean, I don't know. I mean, none of these are really like the deepest stories in the world, but I think that was more of mission week to week action, and then we'll do a crossover, and then we'll.
I like how they really spread this out. I mean, if you like the what do you call it? The dogfighting. You have that movie to look forward to. If you want the old Sith First Jedi, there's Acolyte. There's a lot of variety.
Yep.
I think something that Mandalorian has taught us and Rogue One has taught us, you don't really need a Jedi to really push the story along for Star Wars.
Right.
Well, it kind of does revolve around it, though.
I guess, but Rogue One didn't really, right?
At all.
Grogu did.
There was Force sensitives, but there was no Jedi.
Mandalorian, I guess, does, but I mean,
but in a different way, though.
Grogu, yeah, in a different way. So we'll see
the relationship, and
I mean, Disney.
The show this week, I mean, was really something. Are we ready for that, or not yet?
So you guys want to say anything else about the announcements or anything like that? There was other little announcements for Disney Plus. Like Disney Plus will be coming out with like an adult section for their rated R stuff from Fox.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be free of charge. I think it's going to be called Star or something like that. So it's basically going to be Hulu within it.
Cool.
They're working on.
And there's Pixar stuff, and what else did they talk about?
Alien TV show for Hulu or for
FX.
Yeah. They're going to raise the price $1.
I didn't hear that.
$8.99. And then also they are going to change the bundle, the ESPN Plus, the Hulu bundle, and the Disney Plus bundle altogether.
Yeah.
They're going to raise that up as well, but you're going to get the no ads Hulu.
Okay.
if you have Verizon, depending on what plan you have, you actually get the Hulu bundle, or I'm sorry, the Disney Plus bundle within it. I feel like I'm missing something else, but that's really it.
There's a ton of kids animation stuff. Zootopia, Baymax,
Right.
Lightyear.
Yes. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of
I know I'll be watching all that. So some of those I actually like. So I might be kind of cool for some of that.
Disney's coming out with another animated one called Encanto, and this is from Lin-Manuel Miranda. So we'll see about that one. I think that one's going to be a Premiere Plus kind of thing.
Get some Latin spice up in there.
Yeah. So I guess we could go into Mando and finish up this episode.
Cool.
Yeah. So as we've done, so far with this season, spoiler talk. So if you're gonna jump off and come back later, thank you guys for listening to another episode. If you wish to listen to the audio version of this podcast, you can go to Spotify or any podcasting app of your choice. If you want to watch the video portion of this podcast, go over to YouTube, type in 3 Nerds on a Sunday. You want to stay up to date whenever the new episode drops on Sunday. Times may vary, but guaranteed Sunday. Follow us on Facebook. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do what the thing you do that you're really good at. You don't have to, but if you do, much appreciated. Thank you in advance. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
All right, if you're still here, we're going to talk Mando.
I'm super serious, guys. It's spoiler time.
Super serial.
Mandalorian. Depending on you want to do chat episode, it is the new episode.
I had a feeling this was going to be a build-up episode.
I thought this episode was going to suck at first. I was one where I didn't really care about Bill Burr.
I didn't
know
much.
Where he's from. I wasn't really excited when he showed up. I didn't really like his character in the
I was
first
weirded
season.
out by him because it was like he wasn't
too
bad
much
though.
of a dick. Like I was like,
Smart ass and just like trying hard to, But I don't know. I liked him in this episode.
I liked him a lot more in this episode.
God damn, he was really good. Actually, man, he became like one of a favorite. Maybe not a favorite, but I mean, he really did 360.
I mean, again, like it was only one episode, but they kind of built it up to this because like he was a dick and asshole and sarcastic, but it was never like we don't have to kill this guy. Like we gotta do what we gotta do. Don't be a dick. It was the purple chick that was like, screw that, kill him. Anyways.
I did forget that. I did forget that part.
He was like, look, this is just business. Let's do what we gotta do and get out of here.
It wasn't just like murder.
Right. Yeah. He was a little bit different.
It wasn't blood crazed or anything.
I thought that was a nice touch.
It was cool where he was stationed to be a prisoner.
Yeah.
Just cleaning up Imperial War stuff, basically just cleaning up, metal stuff.
That's kind of funny because that was kind of like I read that was almost like a callback to Force Awakens when we first see Rey.
Yeah, man.
She's doing it to survive, and he's doing it as punishment. Kind of one of those things. The other little Easter egg that I read, and apparently you could see, is that they were probably thinking about putting in Poe Dameron in this episode.
Really?
The pirates. If you wait to the end, supposedly you could see him in 2 of the concept arts where he's actually on one of those flying kind of carriers. And he's actually manning it. So
really,
I don't know how far that was, but yeah.
It would kind of make sense as a young.
I mean, they weren't running spice, so I don't know.
Running spice. That's all anybody ever does in this galaxy.
And then the other thing too, this was another callback to Rebels because the kind of the fuel that they're running was a big part in Rebels.
Oh,
too.
yes.
So I thought that was kind of cool.
Volatile stuff that can explode really crazy.
Yeah.
It was
it was funny. I love his reaction to seeing Boba Fett.
Oh.
What? Oh, I thought you're another guy. And then he's like, oh, God, Jesus. He sees the other one. Like, oh, no. God damn it, I'm screwed.
And
Oh, I
Boba
love
Fett,
the interior of the ship. We never really saw. I always thought it was weird the way it
Yeah,
rotates, but
yeah, you
it was
caught that
cool.
too.
It was like the
Where it
ship is
rotates.
around the part where you sit, so you don't really experience the shifting like that. I was like, oh, that's cool.
that's
That was cool. We never saw
That,
that, and
that's
that was
so funny
interesting.
that you brought that up because I thought that watching it. Um,
I
the
was
other
like,
thing
ooh,
that I
very well. I was like, oh, looking at all the gears moving and stuff. Like, oh, this is cool.
The other thing I really like about this, and we've brought it up before, is how Mando uses his armor. He uses it a little different than most
Yes,
Mandalorians. And this is one episode that you will see him without his armor,
he
and he
uses
kind
it
of
to take
forgets that.
hits. Yeah,
And he kind of forgets that, and it breaks apart a couple times.
yeah.
And it almost tells you, oh, yeah, their armor kind of sucks compared to
And
what's really out there.
and he even
yeah.
like he looked at his arm. He wasn't used to getting like hurt really because,
like,
but he
hey,
still did
this,
damn well. I mean, in that fight, I mean, it was like holy crap. But I don't know. It's like I just think it's cool that he's on the comms. He's like, hey, Fett, do this or that. And he's like, all
Yeah.
right, cool. He just does it. I'm like, oh Jesus, this is cool. Like this is pretty cool. I don't
The
know, man. That was pretty interesting. But
the kind of like train scene, fight scene that they have going where they're running on top, it was all right. I felt like it was a little more, it was a little overdone or overran or played a little too long, especially at the end when they all had the
like
grenades.
10 of them come.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
and they all had a grenade. Like fucking
it was too
throw 'em, dude.
much. It was too
Like,
much.
yeah, that part was a little too much. It was
Yeah.
good suspense, which I really, really liked, especially when they go into the mess hall and all that.
Hmm.
I
I
felt
love
like
that
that.
actor, dude. The Joe
Yeah,
Chill guy.
I
He's
felt like
great.
that could have been done a little bit better too.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Because
that's
the
just
way he
nitpicking.
shot him was kind of just like that's cool, but also like it was like just weird the way like it didn't. It
Like
could have used some tuning there to make
I'm
it.
putting myself into the officer's shoes. If I see some guy walk into the mess hall, stop, look at me, and walk
Yeah, it was
out, and
really
I
weird
still
how he
see him
did that.
talk to someone, like I don't know.
That was his
Maybe I
plan
don't know.
though, because he was just pretending like, oh, let's get a drink, let's talk. He just wanted to get them in trouble somehow, but he never got a chance because he got shot.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, but what I mean with Din taking his mask off, I mean he'll really do anything for that kid. I mean
That
that's like, I mean he
that was a
can't really
special
go
moment.
back to his. He basically has just like stripped himself of being called a Mandalorian in his own eyes for by taking that mask off. So either he's gonna create his own version of it, or kind of realize that he doesn't have to live like that, like exactly how he was brought up. I don't know. That could come back later.
or nothing changes, and it's just like Grogu, I love you, I love you too.
Did he
um,
did he look kind of extra stupid though? Like I mean, I know he was shocked, but
Pedro?
he just seemed like the whole time
Yeah,
like I
like
was just like, dude, play it a little cool. I mean, you're really cool under the mask, but what the hell happened?
I think because he wanted to get the fuck out of there.
And he
That's
was
why.
like felt like he
well,
probably
quick
felt
That
question.
really
was
weird
so
without his mask,
unnecessary.
right? Because
And and that too. Yeah.
he's like, I shouldn't be doing that. Like I shouldn't be showing my face this long. And now I'm
Real,
talking to people and stuff.
real quick. Like, is he? What's the percentage of him actually on set
Oh
with?
God, I don't know.
So like I think that might just be more of a him thing of
Mm.
like, how do I play this out? Because
No,
since
but he
he,
wears it though, doesn't he?
I'm
mm,
sure
For
here
the
and there he
walking and
does.
some of the
I don't know.
non-action.
I want to say maybe, but I have no idea if he's actually on set and on
No,
scene.
he is,
On,
dude. He wears it.
um, because obviously for the action scenes, no, clearly not. But yeah,
He could
uh,
probably do the action because I mean the way he moved in Game of Thrones, he was pretty agile.
Mm.
And
eh,
that was him, dude. That was his face. And he's jumping around and stuff like that. I don't know. He
not to
probably
bring,
not doing. He's not like falling and almost giving himself concussions and stuff. But I
I
mean,
mean, not to bring up like Twitter or YouTube stuff on him, but like I don't know, I hear a lot of stuff like he doesn't like this role, he doesn't like to do the job, but
mm,
uh, But past all that, I thought he was fine. Like without the mask on, I thought he did fine. Like Bill Burr really carried this episode.
He
Really.
did, man.
Um,
I thought he'd be the weak link.
like I like Bill Burr sometimes. I like his stand up, something like that. I just like he like
I like him.
rubbed me the wrong way. But on this though, I thought he was like great.
He was very good.
The action was good. Yeah, the end of the train scene. Even I was like, stupid.
I'm kind of like get annoyed by action sometimes, so I think they're doing a good job on it. Choreography and just everything. I think it's
Well, this
not
like
bad.
this is the thing that again, like I don't understand why they don't make the episodes longer. This would have like worked better longer. And the reason why I say that is because the whole what are they?
I would say time management could have been better, but not longer.
Well, because then the action scene I think would have been unnecessary if they cut that out. Because I mean, because like the no, first and foremost, this is a action adventure show.
Yeah.
The action good, but the Bill Burr stuff at the table, I think if they would have even gave it an extra 5 minutes, they could have really built up a slow tension that was like. Now it's I get it now, and then like the action happened afterward.
It was weird how he just shot him, and then it was just like
that could have been
fudge. Like, what was the
Inglourious
point?
Bastard. Quentin
man.
scene.
Could have been off.
Dude, it was getting to that point, and then he just shoots him, and I'm like, what the heck?
Like,
It was so quick the way it happened.
I thought that there was like maybe 10 minutes left. I'm like, yeah, if they gave him a little more time, the scene would have really, really hit home. Really, really awesome. It's good, but it would have been a standout scene. And just on a side note, the guy that plays the bastard, if you watch 31, he can definitely play a Joker, a different type of Joker.
Guy's great, man. I like him.
He plays creepy very well.
Oh yes.
Well, Boba Fett has a new paint job. He looks cool.
Yeah.
So
must have cleaned up his armor.
Yeah. He was like, let's go save the child. First, I must paint my gear. Let's go.
I know, right?
And
do you have any acrylic paints? Mando, you got any? Oh wait, this is my ship. What am I talking about?
And then the little message that Mando sends to Moff Gideon, the Chicken Man, at the end.
Hyped.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shit. Hyped.
Damn, dude.
Like, don't.
But why would he tell him he's after him though? Like,
because he don't fucking care.
I thought he had the element of surprise because
he doesn't care. Dude. He doesn't want the element of surprise. He wants to know. He wants to tell Gideon that he's coming after him and he's taking what's his. And that got me hyped.
Like, I care about this kid more than anything, he said, or something like that. Yeah, that's pretty great.
Basically repeated what he said. I don't know.
They have a really uphill battle coming up, man. Because I mean, those freaking Dark Troopers and
the next episode better be fucking an hour, dude. It better be an hour.
I don't want them to crap out and be like, leave us freaking high and dry, man. Like, oh my god.
They're probably because
they were gonna leave us high and dry.
Yeah,
for a year. Oh my god.
Absolutely. That's how TV shows work. There's always a cliffhanger at the end for
I know, man. But
the last episode of Chapter 8 was 49 minutes. The one before that one, Chapter 7, was 41. This time around, 52. we got 38, I think. 38 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Except anything else.
He needs more help. I don't think he's as good as Boba and oh man, what's her name? Fennec, yeah.
Fennec. She's gonna be in Bad Batch. Did you notice her?
You know, I heard somebody say that, but I didn't notice.
Yeah, the helmet.
She's okay. She's growing on me. I like her character. She's pretty cool. And I like the actress. She's good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, them three. That's it. Is he taking anyone else
or Sir
Cara Dune? Is she coming?
Yeah, she's like, what's her next step?
That helps. But yeah.
Well, I hope so. But yeah, again,
I don't know. It's enough.
Yeah, I don't know, because the other Mandalorians, unless the Forge Lady goes, hey, I got reinforcements.
I don't think they're gonna pull any thing out of their
That-
butts. Like it's just gonna be like outsmarting more than brawn and more than numbers.
It's gonna be like a espionage thing, break in, sabotage,
Freaking,
action,
yeah,
hallway fights, and hopefully save the child or
probably.
leave it hanging for season 3.
I don't think he's gonna get him back. I don't know. I mean, really don't.
I think they're gonna get him back. I think we're gonna see
I don't
another
want it to
big
be so
bad
neatly
guy.
tied up, you know? Like, oh, we got him back, we're good. Like, I don't know.
He said,
But then again, I don't want it to be like a year where it's like, oh, he's still trapped, or you know, I don't know. They got a lot of work to do here to live up to our expectations.
well, again, like the reason why I say I think this won't be as good as the last season's finale because they were like, "Hey, you're getting a season 3. You're gonna start filming as soon as this comes out."
Yeah.
So they're like, "Okay, so now we can push it back." If they were planning on doing certain things, they might push it back to season 3.
I gotta say that Jedi Temple planet was pretty disappointing. Like, I thought we were gonna get like a cave to explore, like you know, more stuff. But I understand why. But I just thought it was like kind of cheesy because it was just like, oh, there's a ball on the top of the rock. Let's just fly right onto it.
I actually like that because I don't know, like
Because otherwise it'd been another filler or what?
Yeah.
simplicity sake too as well. Just like this is a place where you're supposed to be one with the Force.
Mm-hmm.
So you're surrounded by nature and space and everything. It's just
Mm-hmm.
sit down, be one with the Force and and then call
Yeah.
out.
I thought it was more like a temple or like a more to explore. That's what I thought. That's why I was disappointed. But I like the idea and everything.
Yeah. So and then also they need to bring in Fett too. So it had to be a range of action. So,
Mm-hmm.
but no, like I think again, I think with the exception of was it chapter 12, this has been a damn good season.
Which one was 12 again?
The Siege, the one directed by Carl
Weathers.
Weathers. Yes.
So the one where
Where they go back to the planet and the refinery and they see like,
oh yeah,
they're making
I
calls
like
to
that
somebody.
episode.
I like again, it's
Stuff
like
you learn some stuff, man.
it's like the worst out of the bad episodes. You know what I'm saying? Like if you put that with any other show, that's like one of the better episodes.
Oh okay.
But in this show, it's probably at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
it's been a fantastic run so far. We got one more episode.
Yeah, we got one more.
Yeah, I haven't hit a point where I'm like, like it's quote unquote like the honeymoon phase worn off. I'm like, oh, now I'm like being a little more critical about things. I'm still like,
No,
no,
I'm still
this is good.
yeah.
This is very good still.
I am critical
I know
sometimes, but overall, man, I mean, yeah, this is good stuff. And then,
very
yeah,
good.
like you, man, reinvigorating me on Star Wars.
Yeah.
I was playing the game, and then the people who do custom stuff, man, they are going nuts. They've made everything like freaking, and
as soon
like
as
any little thing that happens, people like all of a sudden Jawas are expensive now. They're like $25 each. I'm
yeah,
like, Jesus Christ. And people are making 3D like the blargs and
the
everything,
heads
man.
are like
Any little
XA.
thing that comes out, man, they're like people make it right away.
Yeah,
They even made
man.
the helmets from this this episode already. I was like, Jesus Christ, how the hell did you make that already? That's insane, man. These people.
They watched it at midnight. Had worked on it all day on Friday and said, "Here you go, guys, enjoy."
I guess so. I think some of this comes from existing stuff because I used to when I was small, I used to get I don't know if they're called Visionaries books or what they're called, but they're like the books that deconstruct the technology of Star Wars. Where it gives you like the cross sections, like okay, if you look under here, this is where the radar is and stuff like that. So I'm liking the technology on this show because it's familiar sometimes, where like the scout bikes come out, but then there's cool stuff that we never saw, like the transports and like this rover thing or whatever they were driving in this episode was pretty cool, something different. And then those skiff things, the rebels were or the indigenous people were driving. Those were kind of familiar, like from Return of the Jedi, like those kind of floaty skiff things.
Right.
But yeah, I like all that. That aspect of it has been satisfying for me because you get a lot of that stuff.
You would swear that they went on the set of Star Wars and just grabbed something and said, "This works." It's like that's a big part of feeling like Star Wars is being able to mix with the look and feel of the originals while still looking new and fresh.
Yeah.
I guess that was the issue people had with the prequels is that it's vastly different, the technology and everything. It doesn't look like
You relied on it so much.
it makes no sense that you would have all this cool technology and go to like a radar screen on a little black and white TV.
Oh yeah, like a crappy little readout stuff.
And then like the new movies, I won't say they went far left or right, where it's like now everything is old but brand new and shiny and even slicker and big and more badass because it's in black now.
Yeah, it's like
This-
glossy and stuff.
Yeah, like again, this feels like it belongs in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
It matches, everything looks right, it's correct. It feels like Star Wars, and
Yeah,
we did that for a while.
a lot of it's like worn, like it's just not everything works perfectly. It's like they kind of cobble it together if they can, stuff like that.
Yeah, and again, it's the small details like when a stormtrooper is dirty or like has like dirt on his shoes, it grounds it and feels even more real and like an actual living world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Eye for detail on the show is fantastic. Everything about it.
Oh, I love when the TIE fighters came down
Yeah.
and they blasted directly around the ship.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I was like, damn, dude, these guys are good.
Oh, should have
Flyboys.
blasted, but that got perfect aim.
Yeah, I liked the way he was jabbing at him. But Mayfeld, man, yeah, he was great, man. I was like, holy crap, this guy, I want him more. It's like, damn it, he's gone now.
Yeah.
He's like, so you guys don't care if I leave? He's like, and they just like turn around, they start ignoring him. It's like, dude, just fucking leave, man. What the hell are you doing?
Now, guys, sure? You sure? Okay, I'll see you.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
Season 3. Oh.
Yeah, hopefully he comes back again. Never know.
You never know. But
It's gotta suck being friends with Mando. You never know when he's gonna ask for a damn favor. He's always showing up. Hey man, help me out, bro. I'm like, nah, man, I'm busy. Oh man, come on, help me out. It's nothing much.
You could be like, but it's for the baby. Oh, you win. Let's go.
Yeah, I know, right? That's all you gotta do is dangle the baby.
So, final thoughts. Anything you guys want?
It was good, but I can't wait for the next one.
Good episode. I was surprised how good it was.
Yeah.
Very solid. Another winner. Mando keeps knocking it out of the park.
Been fun.
Yes. So, if that's it, I think we're gonna call this episode here.
That is it.
We'll be back again for one more week of spoiler talk of Mando, and then we'll do it all again next year. I mean, I'm assuming we'll still be doing the podcast. So, thank you guys for listening. You know the drill. We're not gonna do it again. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.